Welcome to part 2 of step-by-step recipe of eggless tiramisu. In this part, we will learn how to make and bake eggless ladyfinger, mascarpone cheese frosting, and how to layer it into a delicious dessert. But before we dive into today's recipe, if you are looking to level up your baking game, turn simple ingredients into stunning desserts, then you have come to the right place because that's all I do. I upload once a week, and if that interests you, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon so you don't miss my weekly uploads. Now, let's dive into the recipe. To make Italian ladyfinger, I will be using all-purpose flour, powdered sugar, butter, cornflour, salt, baking powder, and milk. Let me tell you all the quantities of the ingredients. You can also find the same quantities in the description as well. But how each ingredient will work with each other to bind and make delicious Italian ladyfinger. So for the all-purpose flour, it will make the base of our ladyfinger, and then butter, which will give flavor and slight richness while it will keep the biscuits tender. So when you will be putting it in between the layers of tiramisu, it will still keep the tenderness of the Italian ladyfinger intact. For the sugar, it will create a delicate crumb and mild sweetness to our tiramisu, because the coffee will be intense. The If you are adding liquor, it will also add to the intense taste of tiramisu. So sugar will balance it, and it will also give that delicate crumb to the top. Then I will be using milk. It will provide the moisture and it will make the Italian ladyfinger pipeable. So the texture which we will be aiming to achieve, the piping texture for our ladyfinger, will be achieved with the help of milk. For the cornflour, it will lighten the texture of the biscuit and make it airy. So it will also give that crispiness to the ladyfinger, as well as it will make it light and airy. Then we will be using baking powder. Baking powder will act as an egg replacement, because we are not using egg. This is an eggless recipe. So this will work as an egg replacement. And salt, just to balance the taste and texture of the Italian ladyfingers. So now first we will start with churning our butter with powdered sugar and make it light and airy. So what I will do is I will take the butter in a bigger bowl. First, take this aside, and then take big bowl and add our butter in it. Now what I will do is I will sift powdered sugar in it. Not directly just add it, because if there are lumps, it will be lumpy on some side and it will be fine on the other side. So what we will do is we will sift our powdered sugar into the butter. To sift the powdered sugar, I will be using this sifter. This can be used for the powdered sugar as well as for the flour. So you can see there are some lumps which we don't want to be added into our butter sugar mixture. So we will just put sugar through this sprinkler and just keep pressing, and it will break the lumps and give the fine powdered sugar at the bottom. You can see. I will do similar with the all amount of powdered sugar. It will be quick and easier with this one. If you are just using the sieve, it might take a longer time, or you will need a bigger base at the bottom. But with this, you can have the controlled flow in a one single section. You can see how it's starting to break the icing sugar lumps. And it's done. So I will finish it with all the parts. You can see our all powdered sugar has been sifted, and we have the fine form into our butter. But before directly churning the butter sugar mixer, what I like to do is use a spatula to mix the butter sugar a little bit. And because of this, when you do this, when you will start with the churning, the sugar will not splatter onto your table. It will be a little bit mixed already, so it will start getting airy directly. But if you directly just start churning into the powdered sugar, it will splatter completely on your table, so you don't want that. So just make sure that the butter and sugar are mixed together and no dry sugar is visible, which may splatter on your table. Now if you want to make the egg version, that is also easy and quiet, and that's the original version. But if you don't eat eggs, and if you want to keep it eggless in your menu, This would be perfect for your menu as well as if you want to just make it at your home and enjoy it. This would be surely a quick recipe for you to follow and make delicious tiramisu at your home. Now our almost all sugar and butter has come together. Now we will churn it until it becomes light and airy. If you want this all products which I'm using for my baking, you can find the link of the Amazon which I just did before this live session. It was a live session where I showed all the products. So if you want to order same products, if you're looking to check out all the products, you can check the link in the description. Now we'll start with the churning. Go with the slow speed. You can see our butter and sugar has started to cream together and become light and airy. We will do it for another 1 or 2 minutes until it's completely light and airy. You can see our butter sugar mix has been creamed properly. I will just remove the blades and clean it. And we don't want to waste any of the butter sugar. We will clean it and put it in the bowl, and then we will start with our next step. So now you can see our all butter sugar mixture has been so light and airy. Now we will just bring it all together and slowly add milk into it and whisk it until it's completely combined. Now I will not add all the milk mentioned in the recipe. I will keep it a little bit off because once we start folding our dry ingredients, we will notice the need of the moisture in it. So according to that, we will add our rest of the milk. With milk, I will also add a small amount of vanilla essence in it. You can use extract or fresh vanilla bean paste as well. Now we will start whisking it slowly until everything comes together. You can see our butter sugar mixture with small amount of milk has come together properly. Now we will start adding our dry ingredients, and then as per the requirement we will add liquid means that is our milk to make the pipeable consistency. So just keep this aside for some time. Then take the flour, add cornstarch. I have sieved the flour in the same way as I did with the sugar. So always make sure that you sieve the flour and sugar so you don't have that lumps in your ready finger while you pipe it. Then we will add salt. Salt will be just in a pinch because we don't want to add too much salt or it will be make our ready finger taste horrible. So just a pinch, and then we will add 2/3 of tablespoon of baking powder. This will work as a egg replacer in our recipe. Now we will just mix all our dry ingredients together and then fold it into our butter sugar mixture. So you can just simply use the same whisk, just give it a light whisk, and then slowly you can start adding this into the butter sugar mixture. I will add 50% of it, then fold it and then add another 50%. Now we will add the rest of our flour. Again, in this step, you need to make sure that you are not leaving any dry lump or anything when you are mixing it. Somewhere it may be butter and flour get clogged in. There should not be any lumps in the batter. Now our flour, butter, sugar mixture has started to come together, and now to make it in this smooth piping consistency, we will add the remaining amount of milk and mix it properly. If required, you can add 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoon extra from the recipe, because sometimes the it depends on the flour how much water moisture it will take. So if required, you can add more amount of liquid ingredient, that is milk, in it to make the right consistency. Just we want to make the smooth paste, don't knead it too much. Just make sure that all the ingredients come together, and you are just enough ready to pipe it smoothly on the silicone mat. Sometimes at the bottom there is a lump of flour which you need to make sure you can reach with this silicone spatula very easily. And see, we are almost there. I think I will need just a tiny bit of milk, and then no, okay, we don't need it, we just need to mix it well. You can see the texture, it's pipeable, but still it's not flowing at the point, so you just need this type of texture. So if you are making and need extra little bit of milk, or you just want to reduce it, make sure that you have achieved this texture, and then you are ready to go. Now I will just keep this aside and prepare our baking tray and put our oven on to preheat for 170 degrees Celsius. Here I have prepared the big baking tray which I already shown you in the Amazon Live. So if you have missed out this product, if you are using it in the professional deck ovens and you want this bigger trays, you can check out the Amazon link which I have put it in the description. Now once our tray is ready, just take the tray and put the silicone mat, and then we will take a piping bag with a round nozzle. So here I will be using Noor number 6 round nozzle. I will just put it in a piping bag, and then if you are comfortable with your hands, you can do it that way, or you can just take a jar, put your cone in it, and fill your piping bag. Just mix the batter once again fully, and then fill it in your piping bag. Make sure that you avoid air bubbles in it so you can smoothly pipe it. Don't fill it completely, just fill it till 3/4 of the piping bag so you can easily hold it and pipe it. Take it off and push it at the bottom. Make sure that there is no lumps getting created. Now we put this aside and cut our piping bag. Now you can make ladyfinger now in a modern days. You can make in any different types you want to make. But here we will do the standard size, like a long Italian ladyfinger. But if you are making it for the shot glasses, you can just make that small round drops, which you can directly put it in the shot glasses after dipping it in the coffee, and then pipe the uh, your frosting. So here we will just make long lines, but this is the idea you can just follow if you want to do it for the party orders. Push it down. Well, here you just break it and remove it. Same way. Now don't worry about these lumps. We will give finishing at the end. Just first pipe your all the batter. Once your all lady fingers are piped, what we will do to give the finishing is we will just take a small amount of water, dip a finger in it, and with help of wet finger, just press it on the uh, edges, which is pointy, and you will be able to make it smooth. Just like you are able to see it now, it will merge and it will become smooth. Just lightly dip it and press it, and see how beautifully it comes together. When you know that it comes together with the wet finger, you know your batter has come out properly and there is no problem with the batter of the lady finger. We'll do it for all, and then we will put it for the baking. So now you can see our finishing has been given to all the lady finger. Now I will take powdered sugar in a sprinkler, small sprinkler, and sprinkle it on the top of the all lady fingers. So when we will bake it, it will caramelize and make that crispy layer on top of it. So just light sprinkle on the lady finger. Do it on the all. Now it's not necessary that you make it in the same size. You can play around with, because now it's so much trendy that you can play around in different ways you want to. So different size, different shapes, different thickness, whatever feels right to you, you can do it. Now you can see our already finger have been sprinkled with powdered sugar. Now we will put it in the baking for around 15 to 17 minutes. But depending upon the size, you can increase it with 2 or 3 minutes. So now I will show you after once it's baked. Until our ladyfinger gets baked, we will start with our frosting. Here I have taken loosened mascarpone cream. Here I have taken 300 grams of mascarpone cream. Then here I have taken 250 grams of heavy cream, 35% fat. And then here I have 80 grams of sugar to give the balance of sweetness. And I will add vanilla extract to the enhance the taste. So what we will do, we will just put our mascarpone cheese aside, and in a bowl take our heavy cream, and we will add powdered sugar into it, and then we will whisk it until it's loose whip. We don't want hard whip. Why loose whip? Because we want to easily mix it with the mascarpone cheese. We don't want the lumps of the cheese and cream being separated. We want to make a smooth, loose, homogeneous mixture of our frosting, and then we will put it in the layer between the lady fingers, and then we will let it set. So we'll just add powdered sugar, fold it with spatula, and then start churning. You can see our heavy cream has been properly whipped. You can do the upside down test as well, and it's still set. And still, it's not that hard whip. It's still a soft whip only. You can see it's soft, but it's still stable. So just bring it into the center of the bowl. Make sure your cheese is also at the soft, loosened state, so it will be easy for you to mix it. I will just take it in this. If required, you can use the churner for 25 to 30 seconds to just combine everything together, or else you can just use a spatula to mix everything together, because the texture which we have aimed is achieved, so you don't need to worry about lumps. Just make sure it's smooth. You can see the color has changed, the cheese has started to mix properly into the whipped cream, and this looks delicious. You can see. So now we will just keep it aside for some time until our ladyfingers gets baked. Then we will start assembling our uh, tiramisu by dipping it into the coffee and layering this mixture. Our Italian ladyfinger is baked and ready. You can see how beautiful this looks, and you can see how the sugar has caramelized and set on top of it, so it looks shiny. And once you break it, you will see the light texture from it as well. So it has been baked properly and ready. Now what we will do is we will assemble this into a tiramisu. So I will just keep this aside, and I will use one of the most viral plates which generally people use to make tiramisu. It's this glass plate which I have already shown in the Amazon live session. We'll just give it a quick wipe. It's ready. And here I have also prepared coffee from the mocha pot which I showed you in the Amazon live. So almost all the products which I'm using I have already shown in the Amazon live. So if you want to check out the same products, you can check the link in description. And if you have the similar products, you can just go with the recipe and start making it. So first we will do is we will take a ladyfinger and dip it into the coffee. Now make sure, if you are just making it for the family, you can directly use the hands, but if you are making it for selling purposes, always prefer to wear the gloves. Now once it's properly soaked, completely soaked, you can see it will absorb the color of coffee. You just don't need to uh, completely wipe it out. You can just dip it completely and start placing it. You can see if the size is uh, proper, like if it's the same size, if you put two pieces, then you can start dipping and putting it. If you need, you can cut it into half as well. That's completely okay, and then place it. I think it this is perfect for us. So in same way, I will make the bottom layer completely filled with the dipped ladyfinger into the coffee. Now you can see our base is ready. Now what I will do is I will take our frosting which we made, put a good amount of scoop on top of it, and then spread it with a bent palette knife and give proper finishing. Now this layer is completely on you. If you want to make it thick, you can make it thick. If you want to make a thin layer, then you can make it thin layer. But I would recommend doing it at the same size of the uh, ladyfinger, so it will have even texture when you bite into it. But again, it's on you. If you want to enjoy it at your home in a way where you want thicker cream layer, that you can do. If you want to enjoy the ladyfinger, you can do it in that way. It's completely up to you. For the selling purposes, even parts are good, so you can price it also accordingly. Now you can see our base layer is ready. Now I will do same second layer for the tiramisu with the ladyfinger dipped into the coffee. Okay, you can see our second layer is also properly set. Now I will put again a good layer of uh, frosting, and now we will completely cover it till the rim. So then we can dust it with the cocoa powder. And scrape off the excess. Make a smooth top, so when you apply your cocoa powder, it doesn't be in the rough shape. So then you can level it, then clean the edges. Now our tiramisu is almost ready. We just need to cover it with cocoa dust and our tiramisu will be ready. So just lightly dust it on top of it. We don't want to leave any edges, just completely cover it with the cocoa powder. If it goes on the edges, don't worry, you can always clean it afterwards. This is the quickest way to dust cocoa on it, and also make sure that it's in thin layer. Our tiramisu is ready, and now we will let it set in refrigerator for some time. Once our tiramisu is set, you can see how delicious it already looks. You can directly scoop out tiramisu and serve it, or you can make it an individual portion following the same recipe. Now let's scoop and see the layers. You can use any bent scraper to cut and lift it. This looks crazy good and tastes like coffee heaven. Do try this at your home and share your creations with us while you post it on social media platform. Until we meet next time, keep learning, keep baking, be crazy.